Excellent. Okay, well, Pauline, thank you very much for joining me today.
You're very welcome.
I'm hoping that you can answer a few questions that we've got about your seed funding offer from Blackpool HDRC.
I hope to be able to.
Okay. So I just introduce myself. So my name is Si, and I work with a partner organisation of the HDRC called Boing Boing Foundation. And my role as a project coordinator is to support the engagement of some youth co-researchers in the work of the HDRC in the hope that we can make Blackpool more research ready. And if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Sure. So I'm Pauline Wigglesworth, and I'm the programme director for Blackpool Researching Together, which is Blackpool's HDRC. And really happy to be working alongside you, Si, and all the other partners in the HDRC.
Oh, it's a pleasure for us as well. So thank you for joining me today. So I believe we have just offered our second round of seed funding after a very successful first round in 2024. And off the back of that first round, we received a few questions just from people who had applied and a few questions from some other people who were interested, but perhaps wanted those questions answering before they made an application. So what I've done is I've compiled a list of questions,
Thank you.
and I'd like to ask you those on behalf of those people who submitted them, and hopefully we can offer some clarification around the second round of seed funding.
Great. That sounds
Excellent.
brilliant.
Okay, so to start with the most basic, I think, just to make sure that
That's good.
everyone's on the
Ease
same
me in.
page. Yeah. Can you tell me what seed funding is and explain a little bit about its purpose, please?
Sure. Okay, so the seed funding is a small grant scheme. And so the grant is for up to £20,000 for a period of 6 months. And the purpose of the grant is to enable a research team, a mixed research team, to develop a research proposal or to do a short piece of evaluation, which would enable people to learn about an evaluation technique that they might not have known about before. So it's about kind of building people's knowledge and capacity. So either develop a research proposal, which people might want to then go on
outside of staff salaries, because we've already mentioned staff salaries and we know we can't use it for that, can it be used to cover other core costs of delivery?
So you can include staff salaries if that's for their research time, not for the delivery time. So core costs, so you could put that the project has needed some leadership, for example. So, but you'd need to quantify that. So X amount for X amount of days from, you know, the chief executive of the organisation to lead the bid, for example. So you could put some leadership and management work in there. You can put things like costs associated with the delivery of this project. So room hire, printing, you know, admin time to organise an event that you might put on. So all those kind of things can be included.
Excellent.
So I think the answer to that is yes.
Yes. So core costs, provided they are specifically related to the research.
Exactly, yeah. Specifically related to the research, and that you've justified them. Yeah. Like you've said what they include. So what we don't want to see is like somebody putting, say, we want £20,000 for this, and just maybe to have one line that says £18,000 is for salary costs, £2,000 is for on costs. We're going to need more detail than that.
Sure. Understandable. Okay. Well, that concludes my questions. So
wow, that went really quickly.
It was, didn't it? Thank you very much for your time. If people wanted any more information or if they've got any further questions, how can they get in touch with the team, Pauline?
Yes, so the best way is to email the HDRC inbox. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's hdrc@blackpool.gov.uk.
I think that's correct.
Yeah. So, yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, Pauline, thank you very much for your time. That's been really, really helpful. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with round 2 of the seed funding.
Me too. Thanks for your time. That's been great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pauline. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.